What if I told you that behind the picture-perfect family moments showcased on Little People, Big World, a storm has been brewing, one so explosive it threatens to tear the Roloff family apart forever. Amy Roloff, once the heart and soul of Roloff Farms, now finds herself in the middle of a shocking battle against Caryn Chandler. Betrayal, accusations, and whispered schemes have turned what was once a family dream into a battleground of bitterness. And at the center of it all, Matt Roloff, the man caught between love, loyalty, and legacy. In today's story, we dive into the alleged plot that fans claim Caryn and Matt were pushing forward, a scheme Amy reportedly tried to stop. We'll explore the rumors that Amy's pushback wasn't just emotional, it was strategic, and it's left fans stunned. But this isn't just about relationships or broken promises. This feud runs deeper. It's about control of the farm, the Roloff fortune, and the very survival of a family legacy that has been showcased on national television for nearly 2 decades. So grab a seat, because what you're about to hear will change the way you look at the Roloff family forever. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. The Roloff story begins decades ago with Matt and Amy, the central couple who brought Little People, Big World to life. For more than 25 years, viewers watched them build a life on their iconic Oregon farm, raise 4 children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, and navigate the unique challenges and triumphs of living with dwarfism in the public eye. Their marriage, at least from the outside, looked like the cornerstone of the Roloff legacy. Together, they not only ran the farm but created one of TLC's most enduring family series, with storylines that blended humor, heart, and the very real struggles of marriage and parenting. But behind the scenes, cracks had been forming for years. By the mid-2010s, tensions between Matt and Amy had grown visible even on screen. Disagreements over how to run the farm, diverging lifestyles, and years of pent-up frustrations boiled over. In 2016, after years of counseling and attempts at reconciliation, the couple finalized their divorce. It was the end of an era for both the family and the show's devoted fanbase. For Amy, the divorce wasn't just about the end of a marriage. It was also about losing her home, her roots, and her sense of belonging. Roloff Farms had been the backdrop of her adult life, the place where she raised her children and built her dreams. Yet after the split, Matt gained majority control of the farm, and Amy eventually made the heart-wrenching decision to sell her portion and move off the property. Fans remember how emotional she was during that chapter, struggling with the feeling that she was being pushed out of the very place she helped create. It was during this same period that Caryn Chandler stepped into the picture. Caryn had long worked at Roloff Farms, managing pumpkin season and becoming a familiar face to viewers. But once she transitioned from employee to Matt's girlfriend, the perception of her changed dramatically. Fans questioned the timing, wondering if her relationship with Matt had started long before the divorce was finalized. To many, it felt as if Amy was being replaced not only in Matt's life, but also in the very space she once called her own. From the start, Amy made no secret of her discomfort. She openly admitted she did not trust Caryn and struggled with the idea of her children forging relationships with their father's new partner. The tension was palpable, spilling into family gatherings, episodes of the show, and fan discussions online. Viewers accused Caryn of taking over, not just Matt's heart but the farm operations and even aspects of the Roloff legacy. Public perception became a powerful force in shaping the narrative. To many loyal fans, Amy appeared to be the one left wounded, the one who had invested decades of love and work only to see another woman step into her role seemingly overnight. Some fans went as far as to say Amy was destroyed emotionally by the partnership between Matt and Caryn, seeing her ex-husband happily moving forward while she struggled to rebuild her life. This period set the stage for years of rivalry, unresolved resentment, and fan-fueled debates over who was truly in the right. Amy, the betrayed matriarch, or Matt and Caryn, the new couple forging ahead despite the backlash. As the years rolled on after Matt and Amy's divorce, fans began to notice a troubling pattern. Caryn Chandler, once seen as a supportive partner, was suddenly at the center of swirling rumors. Many began to speculate that she wasn't just influencing Matt's personal life, but also steering the direction of Roloff Farms, the very heart of the family's legacy. Whispers of manipulation grew louder when Matt decided to put part of Roloff Farms on the market for an eye-popping $4 million, only to later slash the price. This decision sparked immediate backlash from fans, and more importantly, from his own children who felt blindsided. Many loyal viewers believed Caryn had been pulling the strings, encouraging Matt to prioritize financial gain and her own future security over preserving the family dream. Online discussions exploded with theories. Some claimed Caryn wanted Matt to distance himself from his children, especially Zach and Jeremy, who once hoped to carry the farm's legacy forward. If true, this meant Caryn's influence was not only reshaping Matt's relationship with his family, but was also isolating him in his later years. For many fans, this looked less like a partnership and more like a calculated effort to secure Caryn's place as the sole decision-maker by Matt's side. The emotional toll on Matt was undeniable. On screen and in interviews, he often appeared caught between two worlds, Caryn's ambitions on one side and his children's disappointment and resentment on the other. It was a balancing act that seemed to wear him down physically and emotionally, sparking fears about his health and well-being. This is where the plot narrative began to take shape among fans. To some, Caryn wasn't simply a partner supporting Matt through business and personal decisions. She was portrayed as someone orchestrating a quiet takeover. The farm's future, Matt's relationship with his children, even his peace of mind, all seemed to hang in the balance. For critics, it looked like Caryn's long game was about ensuring her control, even if it meant Matt would be left isolated, broken, and vulnerable. By this point in the story, the idea of a plot to finish off Matt had firmly taken root in the fan community. Whether it was about money, power, or family estrangement, Caryn was now painted by many as the mastermind pulling Matt deeper into conflict with his loved ones, and perhaps even jeopardizing his happiness in the process. For years, Amy Roloff was seen as the quieter, more nurturing force in the Roloff family. She was the heart of the farm, the steady presence who raised 4 children while navigating Matt's larger-than-life ambitions. But when Caryn Chandler entered the picture and tensions began to rise, fans noticed something different. Amy was no longer willing to stay silent. Her fiery personality came out in full force, both in interviews and on social media, where she made it clear she wasn't going to let anyone rewrite her role in the Roloff legacy. There was one particular explosive moment that fans still talk about today, when Amy allegedly confronted Caryn directly. This wasn't the quiet, behind-the-scenes Amy people had known. According to those close to the situation, Amy called out Caryn for overstepping boundaries, exposing secrets about her influence over Matt, and challenging her place in the Roloff family dynamic. It was raw, emotional, and undeniably powerful. In that moment, Amy reminded everyone why she has always been considered the matriarch of the Roloff clan. Fans reacted in droves. Social media lit up with support, with many applauding Amy for standing her ground. Comments poured in praising her strength, with fans saying she had destroyed Caryn not through cruelty, but by simply speaking the truth and defending herself. For longtime viewers who had watched Amy often get overshadowed, this confrontation was seen as a long overdue turning point. The wider impact of Amy's fiery comeback extended beyond her own story. By standing firm, she was also defending her children's bond with their father, Matt. She wasn't going to allow Caryn or anyone else to erase her role in the family's past, nor diminish the connection her children had built with their parents over decades. Amy made it clear she would always be part of the Roloff story, no matter how much things changed. In many ways, this moment felt like Amy reclaiming her power. After years of being pushed aside, whether by divorce, farm drama, or the public's fascination with Matt's new relationship, Amy had finally taken back control of her narrative. To fans, it wasn't just about one heated confrontation. It was about a woman refusing to be erased from her own history, reminding the world that she was, and always will be, an essential piece of the Roloff legacy. As the dust settles on this explosive chapter, one question looms large. What will this mean for Matt Roloff himself? At 63, Matt has already faced serious health challenges, including multiple surgeries on his back and neck, and the ongoing demands of running Roloff Farms. Add to that the mounting tension between Caryn, Amy, and his children, and it's no exaggeration to say the stress could take a real toll on his well-being. Fans are concerned that the emotional battles may prove even more damaging than his physical ones. Then there's Caryn. Once painted as Matt's partner and confidant, she now stands at a crossroads. Does she weather the storm and remain by Matt's side, defending their relationship no matter what? Or does the constant scrutiny, criticism, and family backlash become too much? Caryn has never been one to embrace the spotlight in the way other reality stars do. So if she feels her reputation or peace of mind slipping away, she could very well choose to walk away, leaving Matt to face the aftermath alone. And what about Amy Roloff? Despite the divorce, despite the years of farm feuds and remarriage, Amy continues to be the glue holding her children together. Whether it's through holidays, birthdays, or simply being present for Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, Amy has never let her role as mother and grandmother waver. In many ways, she represents the heart of the Roloff legacy. If Caryn exits the picture, Amy's influence could grow even stronger, cementing her place in the family's ongoing story, and perhaps even in the farm's future. Of course, there's another player in this drama, TLC. For years, Little People, Big World has thrived on the Roloffs' ups and downs, transforming family disputes into must-watch television. Could this feud spark renewed interest in the show? Could it even lead to spin-offs, perhaps focusing on Amy's side of the family or Zach and Tori's journey as they raise their kids away from the farm? The network knows that conflict sells, and as long as the Roloffs' private battles spill into the public eye, there will be cameras waiting to capture it. At the end of the day, though, this isn't just a story about a farm or a TV show. It's about what happens when love, money, and fame collide. The Roloffs built an empire on authenticity, but reality TV has a way of amplifying tension, deepening divides, and turning private wounds into public spectacle. And as this family stands at a crossroads, fans can't help but wonder, will they find a way back to unity? Or will the legacy of Roloff Farms become a cautionary tale of how fame can tear even the closest families apart? As we close out this deep dive, one thing is clear: Amy versus Caryn isn't just a personal feud. It's a battle that cuts to the core of what the Roloff family stands for: loyalty, legacy, and the uncertain future of Roloff Farms. What began as a reality TV love story has transformed into something much bigger. A cautionary tale of how fame, fortune, and fractured relationships can tear even the closest families apart. Fans who once tuned in for heartwarming moments are now left witnessing betrayal, division, and unanswered questions. As we close out this deep dive, one thing is clear: Amy versus Caryn isn't just a personal feud. It's a battle that cuts to the core of what the Roloff family stands for: loyalty, legacy, and the uncertain future of Roloff Farms. What began as a reality TV love story has transformed into something much bigger, a cautionary tale of how fame, fortune, and fractured relationships can tear even the closest families apart. Fans who once tuned in for heartwarming moments are now left witnessing betrayal, division, and unanswered questions. At the end of the day, only time will tell whether Amy truly destroyed Caryn, or if this is just another chapter in the ongoing Roloff family saga. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.